Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for a Dead Matter video. So we're going to be talking about Dead Matter today, which is going to be an upcoming zombie survival shooter. And this is definitely a game that I'm going to be looking to cover on the channel down the road, doing some update videos, keeping you guys informed on exactly what this game is, how it's coming along in the process of being made, that sort of thing. Because this is a game that, for instance, if any of you guys out there have ever played DayZ, have ever played the survival part of H1Z1, it's kind of the same concept, but this one is actually a little bit more elaborate with some of the things that you can do. There's a lot of different weapons, a lot of different features in this game that are not in a lot of other survival shooters, as well as it is technically going to be going into early access later this year, Q4 of 2018, so probably I would say November-ish. That's my guess, October, November, December, obviously that's Q4. But this is actually based in Alberta, Canada, which is also where the developers of this game are from. And there's a lot of cool features that I kind of want to touch base on this with this game in the video today, and kind of inform you guys what the game is, how it's going to play, that sort of thing, and keep you guys informed. Because like I said, this is a game that I look forward to covering more on the channel, just because my YouTube channel now is the direction that we're going is going to be based around the survival shooter genre. So we're talking Dead Matter, we're talking State of Decay 2, and lots of other games and stuff that I'd like to cover on the channel. But without further ado, let's kind of talk about what this game is. So like I said, it's an open world zombie survival shooter, and it's based in Alberta, Canada. One of the cool things that are actually, it's going to separate itself from other zombie survival games currently that it's on the market, is it's actually going to have changing seasons. So the more you play this game, the longer you play the game, the seasons are gradually going to change, obviously from fall to winter to spring to summer. And as you can kind of see in this gameplay here, this is the fall setting. So shortly after, obviously, you're playing this for a while, it's going to turn to winter, and you're going to have to adjust your play style to that season. Obviously, you're going to have to make sure that you're stocked up on clothes. You're going to have to make sure you're stocked up on gear. If your character gets wet, that sort of thing, you're going to need to take into all that into account, because those are all things that are going to affect the game, that are going to affect your character. Similar to, for instance, if any of you guys have played DayZ, it has a temperature feature in there. If you get cold, you can develop hypothermia. You develop hypothermia, you're going to die very, very quickly. So with the mass amount of guns that I've actually seen over on their blog, currently we have access to like the Mosin Nagant, the SKS, a bunch of different AK variants, as well as a couple different rifles and stuff. And there's a lot of weapons. There's going to be a lot of weapon customization, as you guys saw earlier in the trailer there. The guy kind of held his gun up in front of him, and you could obviously change the different attachments and stuff on your weapon, which is a cool concept on that, because most games nowadays you have to go into some sort of an inventory screen and edit your attachments and stuff. It's kind of cool that how their interface is going to work with the weapons is your character kind of holds the weapon up in front of you, and then you can kind of adjust the attachments from that screen, which is, it's something new, it's something different, and it's something that it's a little detail, but overall I think it's going to be a cool feature in Dead Matter. So overall, guys, if you have any questions about this game, if you guys any questions, any concerns, anything how this game is going to play, let me know down in the comments, because like I said, this is a game that I'm really excited for, because there's so much in-depth features and stuff compared to other zombie survival games that are out there. And one of those things, actually, I'm going to talk about here in a sec, but the one thing that you guys can do is you guys can go over to their website and check out their roadmap, which I have a screenshot up on screen here of it, so you guys can see, what's completed in the game, what's sort of in progress, as well as some of the things that they're looking to do coming down the road, working towards early access and stuff. But, some of the cool features that are in this game that I haven't seen in other games. For instance, say you are running from a player. You're actually playing against other players and stuff in this game, because that's how it's going to work. You're running from a player, you decide to duck off in a building, and you can go in and start flipping light switches, and you can turn off all the lights and make it so it's pitch black in there, and you can kind of hunker down and see if that enemy, loses you. Same thing with zombies. You'll be able to kind of go in houses, turn off all the lights and stuff, and try to hide from zombies. You can barricade all the different houses and stuff in this game to basically, you can set up a base inside of a building, board up all the windows, fortify the building and stuff, and make that your base. Or you can kind of obviously go out and spread around, loot and everything, and kind of be like a mobile person and never really hunker down, just kind of scavenge around the open world. And then also, with that being said, for instance, when you go into different rooms and stuff in the house, you can access all of the items that are in there. For instance, in the kitchen, you can go access the fridge, you can access all the drawers, you can access the stove, the pots and the pans, and that kind of thing. You can interact with so many things in the environment. And from what I've seen so far, I'm pretty sure this is running on the Unreal Engine 4, which is basically the same concept of what H1Z1 as well as State of Decay 2 is running on, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I apologize if I'm not, but the research that I have done, I believe it's running on the Unreal Engine 4. And I think that one of the cool things is one of the guys that I follow on Twitch, he's a big into survival shooters. He basically said that if you took DayZ and H1Z1 and they had a baby, it would be Dead Matter. So it's kind of a cool game, guys. Like I said, I will leave all of the links down below in the description for all of the different websites, all of the different stuff that you guys need to know if you want to follow these guys, if you want to follow the development team over on Twitter, because they are posting regularly about what the game's development process is being, you know, how it's moving forward and stuff. So they're being very transparent of how the game is and its current status, which there's been a few survival shooters out there that have been very misleading. You know, Survive the Nights comes to mind if you guys haven't heard about that game. They showed a bunch of trailers, they showed a bunch of cool stuff, they promised so much stuff, and then when the game actually released on early access, there was nothing. There was nothing to do in the game. But overall, that's pretty much going to do it for the video, guys. I just kind of wanted to show you guys Dead Matter. This is my first video on it, but it's definitely going to be basically a game that I'm going to be covering on the channel moving forward quite a bit when it gets closer to early access. But like I said, it's all for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys are excited about learning some more new cool stuff about Dead Matter, make sure to slap that like button. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things Dead Matter moving forward. Like I said, this is a game that I'm looking forward to cover on the channel because it looks to be a very unique experience. But that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.